Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. This is one of the online exclusive bundles and I love it. I love umbrellas. I don't know why. I collect them. I love them. And this is just sweet. I love the little dog, the little rain. It's got some nice sentiments in here. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. The storm will end and the sun will shine again. Be brave. It's just sweet. And the dies are really nice with it. So I'll show you how to do this card here and then also a Christmas version because I know some of you are still working on Christmas cards and holiday cards and some aren't. So we'll do a little bit of both. So we have a big die that will cut that one out and then the smaller one here. And there's the little dog. It looks like a little lab. It's awful cute. There is also a little umbrella handle, so you could do just the umbrella and cut that out. There are two little water puddles and two sizes of clouds that have really nice cuts in there to sort of give them a little bit of dimension. There's a little three flower die, and then there's another one that has more flowers on it, which I think you could use those for the umbrella too, which would be sweet. And then there's these cute little boots if you want to do just boots, or you can do paper piecing like that with her boots. And then the little boots if you want to. To me, it's easier just to color those in than to try to do all that. And the umbrella, if you want to, this will cut out all of the pieces. So for instance, it'll automatically cut out all these little pieces to fill the umbrella, which would be nice if you're doing all different colors in it. That would work out well. I'm going to do something a little different for my card. There's also a grass die. So when you cut it, it's kind of open-ended, so you actually get two pieces of grass. Or I suppose it could be gingerbread icing. It could be icicles. It could be Frankenstein bangs. I don't know. You'll get creative with what to do with the grass. And then this little guy, it took me a minute to figure out what this is, but it actually goes on the dog if you want the dog to have a raincoat or a sweater. It's pretty cute. Now, you know, I've used this die a lot. This one came in the Meandering Meadows suite, and I've used it a lot. I love it, but there's something very exciting coming. I've already ordered it. Should be here any day. But on December 3rd, Stampin' Up! Is doing a whole bunch more of the online exclusives. And look at this bundle that's coming. I'm like so excited about it. Has all of these, they look like little dotted arches. Look at them all. And they all layer, which is wonderful. And then the sentiments, check this out. Reach for the stars, hello, thanks, embrace the journey, they like so very much. Know you are loved, you are simply fantastic, you are a ray of sunshine, there's a little balloon and birds. I'm over the moon excited about all these because I have used this one to pieces and I wanted a layering set. So now we're gonna have it. It'll be an online exclusive. They're not going to be in a catalog, so when they're gone, but very exciting. And then this is another one I'm super excited about. We haven't had a corner stamp set in a long time. This one is called Spring Corners, and it's all the sentiments that kind of come along the corners. And then there's also the dies, a bunch of corner dies to go with it. So that's on the way. I'll be able to use these in next week's video. Now this one, I went up and down like this. It's almost easier to cut this way with your paper running long ways, but it can be done the other way also. If you take your 5.5 by 8.5 and score it like you normally would, and then run it through your machine this way. Most machines go 6 inches, so you're pretty good. Put it right in the center here, give it a little tape down to make sure, and then cut that through this way, the machine. Now I will tell you, be careful that your plate doesn't stop here. You'll get a crease. So put your plate to stop right here. Or just when you roll it through, roll it back. Don't go all the way through. You'll get a crease from your plate. So just here. You'll see what I mean when you do it. But there's your window. Now, some people might not want to mess with a window, so you could just cut this and then stick it on the front of a card and build your card that way. You know, I like a window. So from here, this goes in pretty easily. We're just going to add white on the inside, a layer of white. And there's that cute little rain stamp. I'm just going to stamp that here and here. Just like that. A little sideways rain. My little cloud right up here at the top. I just glued it on. I didn't want to raise it up too much, but you could if you wanted to. Now, to color these, so this is what I meant when I want to do some paper piecing. Instead of using the sections, I'm just going to take a piece of designer paper. This is from the Lily Pond, I think. I just like these little flowers. I'm doing basic gray with all my stamping instead of black. I just like the way it looks. It stamps nicely. And then I'm just going to trim it out. So if you want to, the die will cut out most of it. You'll just have to cut this little bottom part out. But to me, this is just easier than going to the machine and cutting all this out. So the dies will cut most of it, like all the way around and to here. So, but to me, this is just easier than running to the machine, putting it all in there. This is just pretty quick and easy. And when you're paper piecing, try to get as close to the lines as you can so you can still see them. See, and that little thing just sticks up right there, so that looks good. To me, I like the way it looks, and it's easier than gluing on all those little pieces. So for my color palette, I wanted to use Pool Party, and I wanted to use that paper, which is peach pie and pumpkin, that kind of theme. So my peach pie and pumpkin pie right there directed me over to Pretty Peacock. So that's the color combo I used. So I scribbled the whole thing in Pool Party. Real light scribbles everywhere. I've got Stampin' Up! 900 right there for the hands. And just a little bit of gray on the bottom of the boots right there. And then the light Pretty and Peacock. That will be the pocket and the little pants. And just kind of go back in again with dark peacock or dark Pool Party. To kind of do that. And then I'm doing pumpkin pie boots. On this card I did green, but I like the orange better. So pumpkin pie boots. And then while I was at it, I went and dotted the middle of all the flowers just to make them pop a little bit more in the paper. And then the whole thing gets cut out with the die. And the little dog I ended up doing in wheat, wild wheat. So he's sort of like a little honey-colored dog. Little scribbles. You don't have to color in everything. It's okay to leave a little bit of white here and there, like they do when they watercolor. And then after it dries, I go back in and just darken up on a second coat with a little bit here and there. And then everything just goes on with dimensionals. So here, 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 and that closes like that. And then on this one, I stamped my sentiment on some white. So I did the "You Are the Umbrella to My Days" and a little 3/4 inch piece of that coordinating paper, and then I just laid my banner over it and cut it, and then added a little bit of twine. You see that? I did a little bit of tape up at the top. Now, like I said, this one opens this way, and my other one opens that way, but either way works fine. The only benefit of this one is it'll sit up on a table if somebody receives it and they want to look at it longer. This one can, but it kind of does this over time. All right, let me show you the Christmas version of this one. And these sequins, which are perfect. They've got a little bit of that peachy tint right in here to add the sequins. Now this is a really easy Christmas version right here. This is using Cherry Cobbler, the same window die, and that great paper that has all the die cuts in it, a little bit festive, has all of these pieces you can punch out. So rather than have all these pieces kind of flip-floppy, I usually punch them all out, so I've got something to work with. I'm going to use this one. This comes in that pack also. So I love it when they're all pre-printed. You could just use it as is, but I took a piece of gold foil and then I cut it out with one of my dies so I could use this piece for something else. So when I glue it down, you only see what's around the edge here. And you can, you know, decorate these up any way you like. You can add the fine tip glue pen, which is a little glossy and it dries clear like I did here. You can do Wink of Stella. You can add your gems. I added a little bit of twine. I added some of the ephemera down here at the bottom. You can add a little bow right here. Here's some more ephemera. I can put this on up at the top. It's already pre-printed and ready to go. We love that. And it's just a pretty little card that's really easy to do. And then if you want to know where to sign it, you turn it over and you can put your panel back here. This one's decorated with that same designer paper, or you can just put your white panel back here and decorate it and have write as much as you want on the back. I love this die. I'm so excited for the arch dies to come out. So mid-December, somewhere you all should be receiving these in your mailbox. If you are new here and you don't have a demonstrator and you're from the US, drop me an email, linda@stampingschool.com, with your name and address, and I'll make sure you get one in the mail. But these should be coming to you. They start in January, and Celebration is the freebies during January and February. When you spend $60, you choose a level 1, and when you spend $120, you choose a level 2. It's just freebies. It's really fun. So be looking for these in your mail around the 2nd or 3rd week of December. And then I'll post all the new online exclusives that'll be coming out December 3rd. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.